All right, everybody, welcome in. This is your weekly twin flame reading. In the extended, I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign just to give you a little bit deeper information just for you. If you're cross-watching, you know what I'm saying. All right, so let's see where we go here. Let's see where we go. I'm pulling one for the Divine Feminine right now. And one for the Divine Masculine. I'll cut again right here. Okay. And I'm going to take one card from this Oracle deck that you're very familiar with that I use all the time. Denise Lynn's deck. The Sacred Traveler deck. Denise Lynn. All right. Let's see. Okay. So Uncovering Treasure. That's the main Oracle card I'm using here, and there is something underneath the surface that is worth digging for. This could be the answer to some of you who are like, should I stick it out? Should I continue to communicate? Should I continue to allow myself to be communicated with? There's something more to come here. All right. So Divine Feminine. Oh my goodness. This is the Modern Garden Rose. The Caregiver. There's the Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, the Innovator. Very traditional cards, but traditional roles here for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. And you do know that these readings can also be your internal Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. You do know that. And so I love that. Modern Garden Rose. This is a Fleur de Piche, I hope I'm saying that right, and a Hoosier Beauty Rose. So this is French and American. There could be something there for some of you, not necessarily French female and an American male, but could be. So let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminine. That's definitely an empath card, the Caregiver. It's called the Caregiver. Fleur de Piche. All right, let's see. For the Divine Feminine, please. What is going on for the Divine Feminine right now? What is going on for the Divine Feminine? Mr. Charlie and Mr. Oliver are out in the backyard. All right, Divine Feminine. King of Wands underneath. Lovers. Knight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. There is definitely, I'll take this one because I just saw it, the Hanged Man. So underneath for the Divine Feminine, I do feel like there is the block here between the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine is a lack of commitment. It's also a mindset around commitment. Some of you Divine Feminines may feel that your Divine Masculine is never going to commit. I also feel like there's a lesson here about how committed are you, Divine Feminine? You may be the one who's not interested in committing, or you may be running away from a commitment. Somebody's running away from a commitment. Okay? It's not necessarily Divine Feminine or the Divine Masculine. It can be a third party that's running away from the commitment. All right, so the Divine Feminine showing up as the Moon. The situation is the Nine of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Three of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Magician, and the outcome is the Two of Wands. I like that very much. So I'll go through this one at a time, but as an overarching kind of look here, I do like that the Magician is down here. The Feminine is getting a chance to really understand what she wants and understand how to get it. All right, the King of Wands, like stepping into the energy of choice. We've got Three of Wands and Two of Wands. That's the energy of choice again. So the Feminine up until now is showing up into the moon as the Moon. So we just had a Cancer full moon. I'll talk a little bit more about that. Manifesting on the Cancer new moon that happened on the 5th of January. 6th of January, sorry, the 6th of January. And now we're moving into a new phase, okay? So the 3 and the 2 is about asking and receiving. I think there's some confusion about what do I need to do to make this work, or what kind of action or what kind of inaction. Like there's so much here about hanging up, holding on, not being able to take any action. And then like, okay, then what action do I take? All right. So there's something there about that. So let's look at divine masculine. Let's look at the divine masculine here. Oh, there's a card in here that's for another deck. I always think that's a really lucky thing. So let's look at it. Remember last week's reading? This showed up. The Fool showed up, didn't it? Yes, it did. All right, so I do like, I like that this showed up again, because it reminds me, if you didn't watch last week's Twin Flame, I suggest you do, because this energy is coming back around. And it is a little bit interesting. This is the innovator energy. The Fool is elemental air, and the innovator is Aquarian energy. The caregiver is more of a Cancerian energy, like the new moon. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Devil energy, Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords, Temperance, Six of Swords, Two of Swords, and the outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, the Eight of Pentacles, not the Ace. Wow, I feel like the masculine is diligently trying to uphold some kind of commitment that they've made. I do think that there is some kind of tie to a feminine energy. This can be a tie to the feminine, the divine feminine, right? Because the Queen of Cups and then this energy here is the moon is Pisces. We have a lot of Pisces and Sag here. Pisces, Sag, Virgo, more Sag here. Capricorn. So the divine masculine is really struggling, trying to get to the feminine, trying to work very hard to get to the feminine. The feminine is asking for the masculine to come, beckoning and everything. It's sort of like, whose move is it? Like, I can't tell. If I stopped manifesting, Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, very good manifesting energy here with the feminine. The masculine is going to have to work to get away from their mindset. I feel like they know that they are tied to the divine feminine. And I feel like they're trying to get out of a situation that's holding them back. The masculine is, Archangel Michael is here. I like this. And the Six of Swords moving toward the Two of Swords. No one's supposed to know about this. The secrecy is happening here. But I feel like the feminine is like, am I supposed to do anything now? Should I say anything? Because this is very stereotypically feminine energy, the caregiver. The masculine is the one that has to figure this out. Okay? So very traditional roles here. And I like that the masculine is really kind of figuring out that they have to put in some effort and time, not just on the plan, but I feel like the mindset of the masculine is like, there's no way this can happen, or I'm just hanging on. I don't know what to do. There's definitely a sense of whose move is it? Whose move is it? Because the masculine is absolutely looking at his feminine and saying, I'm not sure if I can step forward to you right now. Are you still in connection or contact with another person? The masculine is really trying to figure it out. Okay. And so they're putting in a lot of time and effort. I really like that. So let's look at the connection. The connection itself. Oh, Six of Swords. I like it. Six of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Star card. I like it very much. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Five of Swords, and the outcome is the Nine of Swords. Boy, the feminine isn't really going in any direction, just sort of manifesting, right? I'm just doing what I'm doing, and I need to understand what's going on. There's a feeling of, I don't know, I'm just kind of sitting here waiting, and this feels very traditionally feminine, which is kind of like allowing for the masculine to come your way. The masculine here is really tied to their love for the divine feminine. Really tied. Okay, so almost to the point where they can't see straight. And the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, we're getting a lot of I don't know, kind of like convoluted thinking. Like, we know we need to do something different. We know we need to learn differently of how to deal with each other. We know that. But how do we even connect to each other if you're waiting for me and I'm kind of waiting to see what I'm supposed to be doing, or I'm stuck in my own head about it? How does this get moved? How is movement happening? So for the divine partnership, Six of Swords, movement is happening, whether or not you see it. Okay? And Queen of Wands here is the inspiration, is the, yes, I'm ready to take action. Yes, the couple is ready to come together. There's even healing energy here. The problem is the Nine of Swords. It's like the headspace. I feel like the masculine is almost in awe of the feminine here. And that's holding them back. The feminine is just like, I'm here. What's going on? Why are we waiting? What is happening here? So what happens is it kind of devolves into texting games. Somebody is falling back on, and I can see it where it could be one or the other, either one, the masculine or the feminine. Somebody here is falling back on old games. Okay? Because it's like, whose turn is it? Whose job is it for us to come together? I think there's a lack of clarity around that. I truly do. And I'm going to clarify, because the Two of Wands, the feminine is like, okay, I'm asking, I'm praying for the reconnection. The masculine over here with this Eight of Pentacles, Justice. So they are trying to stay balanced. The masculine is trying very hard to stay balanced. Two of Swords and the Justice card. They're focusing on their work, but they're being driven toward the divine feminine. Okay, we've got the Sagittarian energy of Archangel Michael. He's here and is moving the masculine toward their goal, right? We've got the Six of Swords here, being inspired to move toward healing. There is some healing necessary. I think it's all mindset. And it's like old games. Old games come back around. What, if anything, can you do about that? For either one of you. Nine of Pentacles. So the answer here is a lot of self-confidence is needed to be built or to be embraced. Self-confidence is the key to not playing games. Don't go down that road of playing games. It's really important, divine feminine or divine masculine, since neither one of you are kind of sure about what the next step is. Let's not revert to that, okay? The Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords. The new opportunity is going to require, I feel like the divine masculine is leaving behind a financially stable situation or a financially soul-sucking one with this Capricorn energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within the next 6 days, it's possible that they're focusing on their work in order to amass money, resources, so that they can move toward the divine feminine for healing purposes. There is an opportunity here to come together, but there's going to be some kind of fallout, I believe, for the masculine. The feminine doesn't have any pentacles over here, if you notice. And so it's almost, to me, feels like, even though this is a woman, because these are energies. This isn't really about gender. Okay, this is just energies. So I do feel like the person, I'll answer one question here and then we'll continue on, but the person who is in possession of the new opportunity, and it's likely the masculine here, they may be getting a promotion or they may be making a lot more resources soon. And so they might have to leave some things behind. They might feel like they're stepping out of a comfort zone in order to do this. Okay, so that's where the mindset issue is. The feminine, on the other hand, is manifesting. Manifesting, manifesting, manifesting. I'm just here and I don't know whose move it is next, but what I do know is I'm going to step into my own healing. I'm going to step into my own manifesting. I'm going to work on these 9 of Wands, this baggage that at first I don't think you have learned from, but then you do, okay? Once we recognize that, oh, okay, there is a new opportunity coming and the masculine's going to need to step away from some kind of toxic capitalism or some kind of financial stability, but it looks like it's stuck. It looks like it's not free. It needs to be free. What I mean by that is the masculine needs to create sources of income that make them freer. And they need to free themselves up to use them. Okay, I'm going to continue on. I will pull cards for the full zodiac, starting with Capricorn. So whoever you are in this, we'll get some guidance for each zodiac sign, and then I'll finish the reading and see where we go. Right now, it looks to me like the masculine needs to get over their headspace about leaving behind something very traditional, especially if it's money. It may be a life partner, but I really feel like it's a career move. That's the thing that's holding them there, because it's like they're supporting some kind of structure, a change in their work is what's going on right now. So the feminine may not be hearing from the masculine because they've got a lot of stuff on their plate. Okay, so let's keep going. I'll give you more about these, the caregiver and the innovator. The masculine clearly needs to innovate, and the feminine is here to allow, right? I know that that might not be very satisfying for a lot of feminines who want to take action, but I don't think the action lies with you right now. I think the action is more spirit basically saying, hey, you're in a headspace that is lower vibe, and we are, and the divine mass or the divine feminine is elevating. So you got to get out of this headspace at the very least. Okay. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with this Twin Flame weekly reading. See you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.